What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in the last 2 years, I have learned a tough investing lesson. I actually learned it from Rick Rule, where he nailed it through my head conceptually, and now I'm like, got it. Because I always gravitated towards this, but I didn't fully understand why I was gravitating towards this. And this is it. If you were to go buy something at the store, say chicken, and the price of chicken is half off, you will probably rationally buy more chicken. But if you go to the store and the price of chicken is double, but the price of beef is 10% off, well, you're more likely to go beef over chicken because the price of beef has fallen and the price of chicken now is half as attractive. However, when we shift to our investing lives, when we're buying something as an investment, something that as capitalists, we want to buy capital. You have to have capital to be a capitalist. You know, you have to have your capital working for you. Well, when an asset that we're attracted to, call it, I don't know, the funnest, the funniest, the fun, shiny, whatever new object it may be, Tesla or Bitcoin or anything, could be absolutely anything. When the price of that security goes up, investors become more attracted to it, even though it's arithmetically way less attractive. I mean, we see this with Bitcoin, where it's like, Bitcoin at 50,000, everyone's got to get it. But Bitcoin on a pullback at 17,000 or 30,000, oh, I don't know about Bitcoin now. But Bitcoin at 60,000, oh, gotta get me some Bitcoin. But Bitcoin at 5,000, oh, it's dead, it's over. But Bitcoin at 10 times less attractiveness, at 50,000, gotta get me some Bitcoin. And he's really, like, I always tried to buy things that were cheap and sell things that are expensive. Keep it very, very simple. But that mental model of chicken and beef, of like, if one falls by 50% in price and you deem it to be a good deal, you should buy it. It's 50% off. But if something doubles in price, well, arithmetically, it is half as attractive as it once was. It may still be a great investment. It may still be fabulous, but the arithmetic is, it's now half as attractive as it once was. I think it's really, really interesting. And I also think it's interesting with our entire culture where they don't have much focus or energy to devote to being focused. They're always chasing the next thing. It's like my buddy chased some Dogecoin before Elon went on SNL. You guys remember that last year? And I'm hitting him up at like 3-cent Dogecoin, 5-cent Dogecoin, you know, under a penny. No one really talked to me about it. I was buying some at like, you know, 0.0004, you know, buying a ton. And then it went to 5 cents and I was like, okay, it's got momentum. It's going, it's going. It's, you know, I'm watching the Reddit group. It's growing every day by like 10%. I'm like, yeah, it's going. And my buddy, you know, at 10 or 15 cents is like, hey man, you heard of Dogecoin? I'm like, yeah. So I started thinking, might be time to start maybe considering selling some. Not that I'm not bullish on Doge long term. I really am. I genuinely think it's a better currency than the US dollar. In fact, arithmetically, it's 250 times better than the US dollar. But I'm like, you know, it's run pretty far, pretty fast. You know, I'm literally up like 100x on this thing at this point in time. You know, maybe I should consider taking some profits. At 50 cents, my buddy's hitting me up, calling me. Hey bro, do you know that Elon's going on SNL tonight and he's gonna talk about Dogecoin? And obviously this is insider trading. It's not like anyone knew about this, right? Like, it's not like it was on every freaking meme all over the internet. And I'm like, yes, bud, we know that Elon's going on SNL and that he's likely to mention Doge, of course. And he goes, I think I'm gonna buy some more. At 5 cents, when he first mentioned it, he was like, well, he wasn't interested. But now that it's 10 times less attractive and he thinks he has information that the rest of the market doesn't have. Okay, like, did Elon call you and tell you this before everyone else? So now that it's 10 times less attractive, he's got to buy some. So it hit 60 or 63 cents. It actually started dumping after he went on SNL. And I hit him up after it breaks 15 cents because that's been a critical area that I'm looking to accumulate a little bit more. I hit him up at 12, 13 cents. Like, hey man, you know, Dogecoin's had a nice pullback, you know, maybe time to add a little bit. Not a ton of it, just add a little bit, because it could retrace to 5. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll go down to a penny. Because long term, I feel pretty confident about the prospects of Dogecoin. I really do. I know it's a meme coin, but I really like it. I like the math on it. Bro, do you think that it can still go up? Yeah, dude. It's not over. Like, you know, it's not like Dogecoin went bankrupt and like no one's buying it anymore. Like, so I just find it interesting. I wanted to pass it along. I think it's useful. It could be helpful to some of you guys that you want to buy things when they're cheap and they're out of favor and everyone thinks, oh, it's over. My favorite right now is silver, particularly silver miners. I'm buying 2. That's it. I actually have 3 technically. One's a gold, 2 are more gold than silver. I'm buying the biggest silver guy for sure. But, well, the biggest leverage to silver, let's put it that way. If the price of silver goes up, this miner will benefit the most over the others. And that's all. But what about diversification and stuff, Trav? I'm young enough where I don't even care, really. Because in the last decade, like in my 20s, the only thing I should have been buying was Bitcoin and Tesla. Not saying that they're not going to go up from here. I'm just saying that in the last decade, that was the Bitcoin Tesla run. This decade, what are the boomers going to do when they figure out that their bonds are yielding negative interest? Meaning if the interest rate on your bond is 2%, but the interest rate, according to the Fed, is 7%, well, you're getting a guaranteed negative 5% interest rate every single year. Guaranteed you're losing money. You might as well just move it to gold. Because actually, if you look at gold, it's outperformed the S&P for the last 20 years. Like since 2000, gold has outperformed. It's weird because it doesn't make any dividends, doesn't have any management, it's just a dumb, stupid rock, according to Warren Buffett. But it continues to outperform. I speculate that these big insurance companies, these big these big pensions, when they have trillions of dollars in negative yielding bonds, they are going to rush into assets. And some of them may rush into some crypto. I think that that's a possibility for sure. But I think that these baby boomer managers, these 60-year-old, 55, 60, 70-year-old managers are going to allocate billions and billions and hundreds of freaking billions into the trillions into 2 asset classes, 3 asset classes: the precious metals, energy producers, and ag. And so I want to be there. And I think precious metals is the most undervalued. It's really cheap. The one I'm buying right now, one of them has a PE ratio of like 1 to 3, which is insanely cheap. I mean, it's insanely cheap. It's fabulously cheap. Tesla had a PE ratio of 1 to 1200 last year. I mean, these things are cheap. And I just think over the next few years, 3 to 5, when the boomers start to panic, where are those trillions of dollars going to go? I think they're going to go into precious metals. And so I'm willing to speculate with my cash and put my money where my mouth is. But it's just something I wanted to share. Thought it would be useful. I want to help you guys make money, because I think the best way to have freedom in a 2030 world or a post-2030 world is just to have resources. I think that that's the best way that you can hedge your bets. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for liking these videos. Thanks for commenting below. It helps in the algo. And as always, I appreciate it if you send this off to a friend or a family member to say, hey, check out Trav's stuff. It's pretty decent. Until next time, I will see you down in the comments.